Shyness is a hard personality trait to put into words. Unlike introversion, which is a preference for solitude and recharging alone, shyness stems from a desire for social connection, yet feeling unsure about how to achieve it. It manifests as an uncomfortable self-consciousness driven by the fear of what others might think. The feeling of shyness becomes a hindrance, preventing individuals from fully engaging in social interactions, holding them back from expressing their true selves. Shyness is resistance. At its core, it can be linked to our ego, our sense of self, and our fear of judgment and rejection. The ego, seeking to protect itself, prompts constant self-monitoring, creating an internal barrier to authentic self-expression. This fear of not being accepted or valued inhibits shy individuals from fully embracing their desires and needs in social situations. Extroversion, much like shyness, can also be a way for the ego to create an illusion of oneself. While shyness may lead to avoiding authentic expression, being extremely extroverted can also be a means of presenting a colorful and outgoing personality to gain acceptance and admiration from others. This presentation can sometimes be a facade, masking any vulnerabilities or insecurities that they may be experiencing deep down. Both manifestations are driven by the ego's desire to either protect itself or aggrandize itself. This way we lose touch with our true, authentic self. To unlock our true potential, it becomes essential to understand and address shyness. While the term overcome is often used in this context, it might not be the most suitable choice of words. As we've acknowledged earlier, shyness is a form of resistance, and attempting to overcome it could be perceived as resisting that resistance, leading to further internal conflict. We know that what we resist, it persists. A more effective approach would involve recognizing the presence of shyness, accepting it without judgment, and then moving forward from that point. By acknowledging the resistance, we can begin to explore its roots and understand the underlying pattern of the ego game that is triggering shyness. We need to live as much as possible in the present moment of now. The more we live in the now, the more we will step out of the unconsciousness that has been characteristic of human life since we as a race discovered thought. The issue lies not with thought itself, but with our identification with the ego, that incessant chatter of self-talk that dominates our minds, leading to unnecessary feelings of inadequacy or superiority. By staying in the now, we connect with the essence of who we are. Can we be diminished by the disapproval of others? Is it possible for something someone says to hurt you? Do you really need to be validated by others? To truly answer these questions, we need to move beyond mere thinking or rationalizing and access our direct experience. We must connect with the consciousness that exists within us, beyond the image projected by the ego. This consciousness is the essence of our true selves, untainted by external judgments or opinions. By staying present in the moment and tapping into this consciousness, we realize that the opinions of others hold no power over our intrinsic worth. We recognize that our true nature is beyond the limitations of the ego's projections, and thus, we cannot be hurt by the judgments of others. As we deepen our understanding of our true essence, shyness begins to fade away. This will allow us to navigate social interactions with a newfound sense of ease and authenticity. So don't try to change the shyness. I would bet that many of you have tried to overcome shyness for years, as I have myself. Trying to change shyness is resisting resistance. True healing lies in diving deep into the root cause, the sense of a separate self that underlies these symptoms. Merely manipulating our experiences or pushing ourselves into challenging situations will not address the fundamental issue. To find genuine transformation, we must courageously expose and explore the root of our shyness. By delving into the heart of our inner experience, we can uncover the origins of our feelings of separateness. This self-inquiry process allows us to recognize that the sense of a separate self is merely a construct of the mind, and it is not our true essence. As we dismantle the illusion of a separate self, not only does shyness lose its power over us, but other related symptoms may also naturally subside. The journey towards healing is not instantaneous, but as we cut off the life source of these symptoms, the belief in separateness, they gradually lose their grip on our lives. Once you are grounded in presence, you can communicate from that place. With the ego dissolved, there is no inferiority anymore, and therefore shyness fades away.